What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. So today we actually have some drama to talk about. Kind of an interesting, juicy story where some people are calling out Riot for maybe favoritism of China or of Chinese teams. Some people are calling them out for incompetence. Some people are calling them out for having a lack of competitive integrity. And some people are just calling them out for a mishandling of a situation. Maybe there's no kind of bias or anything like that at all. Maybe they're just handling it wrong. And then obviously some people agree with the decisions that Riot's making and everything, but at the least, Damwon is a little bit upset with what is going on. There's definitely some people in the community, in the media, that are also upset with what is going on, and today we're going to be going over the story as told by Ashley Kang. If you do not know her, she is pretty much what I would call the equivalent of like a Travis Gafford of the LCK. She does a lot of interviews, a lot of content creation, mostly centered around the LCK, but she does do stuff kind of worldwide, especially during international tournaments like MSI. And obviously, this is a story affecting Damwon, so Ashley Kang is right in the middle of it, kind of giving us the lowdown and scoops. We'll be going over her tweets, her side of the story, and she's been in communication back and forth with Riot and stuff, and see what we think about this whole situation. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you guys have not already, please take a second and smash that like button. I would appreciate it so much. Really does help me out the YouTube algorithm. Just getting my videos, content channel out to more and more people. Also subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content so you guys don't miss out on anything we've got going on. MSI semifinals, finals this weekend. A lot of awesome content leading up to that. Off-season news, summer splits right around the corner, and then Worlds will be here before you know it. So you know a ton of awesome content is coming your way. With that being said, let's get right into this. So the drama starts. This was yesterday, 2 days ago, where Ashley Kang tweeted out, I think there were some tweets before this, but this is where we'll start. She said, she has reached out to Riot Global Esports team for a statement regarding the recent announcement that MSI Semifinal 1, DK versus Mad Lions, will be held on the 22nd, and Semifinals 2, RNG versus PSG, will be held on the 21st before the finals on the 23rd. 1 second, guys. My mouth is super dry. I need to get a drink of water real quick. So, she said, Riot Global has responded regarding the decision. I tried combining them into one word. The decision for Semifinals 1 to be played on Saturday and Semifinals 2 on Friday. To minimize the impact of regional splits post-MSI, we chose the schedule to account for varying global COVID-19 testing timelines and traveling logistics. Now, that sounds fine. You might think, oh, what's the big deal? You know, if it's going to help out with the COVID situation or travel or post-splits or whatever, then what's going on? The big deal here to a lot of people is the fact that Damwon was the #1 seed. And a big advantage of being the #1 seed is, yes, getting to choose your opponent. They got to choose who they wanted to play against. They chose Mad Lions. They think they have a very, very winnable match against Mad Lions. That's awesome. That's great. But the disadvantage here is that they're going to have to play a best of 5 on Saturday. And then if they win, they're going to have to turn right around and play a best of 5 on Sunday. And despite them being the #1 seed, they're going to have to play best of 5s on back-to-back days. Now, in the other semifinals, whoever wins, RNG, PSG, doesn't matter. They're going to get a day off. They're going to get a day to scout the games. They're going to get an extra day of practice. They're going to get an extra day to do whatever they want, whatever they see fit. If they think they need a day off, they can do it. If they think they need to scout, if they want to scrim a little bit more, if they want to prepare, you know, Damwon's going to be a heavy favorite against Mad Lions. So if they want to put a whole extra day of prep into Damwon Gaming, they can absolutely do that. But on the other side, Damwon, and Mad Lions, if Damwon wanted to put an extra day of prep into RNG or PSG, that's taking a day of prep away from Mad Lions, and it would lower their chances of even being able to make it out. But then also playing best of 5s on back-to-back days, that is especially high-stress best of 5s. A semifinals of a tournament and a finals of a tournament back-to-back. That's crazy. It really is crazy. It's madness, and somebody has to do it. Obviously, if this is the schedule, if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the team with the #1 seed should not have to do that. And China, the Chinese team, I'm pretty sure this whole situation is kind of, built around automatically getting the Friday game no matter what, whether RNG was the 1 seed, 2 seed. Like, what if RNG was the 4 seed? Would they still have gotten the precedence in the Friday game? Like, it really, to a lot of people, doesn't make sense. It looks like, again, at the least, poor management and mishandling of the situation by Riot, but at most favoritism or, bias or just kind of, helping out the Chinese team a little bit. I don't know. And obviously people have to be careful a little bit about what they say, and they don't want to get on Riot's bad side too much, but this is what a lot of people are saying. This is a lot of what people are implying. So We did get an update from Ashley Kang. She said they have reached out to Riot Korea regarding the recent MSI semifinal schedule changes, and they said that the LCK is also having a difficult time accepting the current change in the schedule at MSI. The LCK is taking the situation as a grave matter. We've expressed our strong complaint to Riot. We are currently continuing to transverse with Riot regarding the current situation, and that's obviously a translation from a Korean statement by Ashley Kang. Super awesome that, yeah, she can do translations and everything. Really helps out with kind of the English-speaking audiences. And then another update. We reached out to Riot Global yesterday requesting further clarification on the initial statement. Riot have said that they are discussing internally. However, they do not have any other statement at this time beyond their original statement. And then another update from Ashley Kang is that they have reached out to Damwon Kia to inquire if the team contributed to the MSI semifinals decision, and they said the only variable that we had a decision on is choosing our semifinal opponent in Mad Lions. So that is that. Now, there was kind of a tweet chain, down below from this guy, LOL Context Chan. He said, here's some context about the schedule conflict. Again, this is just a rando. I would take it with a grain of salt. I don't think it's anyone. I mean, I guess we'll click on his account. But I think he does have 600 followers. Not bad. But what he says here is, here's some context about the scheduling conflict. RNG is based in Beijing. The current policy in Beijing is 14 plus 7 plus 7 days, which means that if RNG was eliminated on Friday, they would be able to play on stage on the 19th. LPL Summer starts off on June 5th, about 2 weeks before RNG's final eligibility to play on stage. For most of the years, it has been a tradition for them to start out with a hype game, like they did for Suning and Top Esports this spring. So it just seems like, people are saying that a lot of the scheduling conflict is to help out RNG potentially, be able to play more games in the LPL summer split, which, I think is kind of dumb, obviously, because this is MSI. This is one of your you only have two big international tournaments of the year, and regular season games in most leagues don't even matter, especially in the LPL. They play so many games. Yes, you want to start off the season strong. Yes, you want to have good viewership. You want to get people hyped, but if it's at the cost of the competitive integrity of one of your two big international tournaments, these are the two big money makers for Riot. That is very strange to me. That is a very, very weird decision. RNG could miss a ton of regular season games, and it wouldn't matter, especially if the LPL is going to have four worlds positions. These regular season games do not matter pretty much at all, and MSI is supposed to matter a lot. So it just, in the end, a really, really weird decision. Ashley Kang did go on to tweet some other stuff as well. She had some interesting things, some context on why the recent change to MSI semifinals has caused discussion among both international and South Korean fans. In every single MSI held previous to 2021, the number one seed from the previous round played the semifinals first. She then goes on to say that in 4 of the 5 previous MSIs, the team that emerged victorious from the first semifinal also won the said MSI. Now, that does have some skewed results, because obviously if the 1 seed's always playing on Friday, they're going to be the favorite to win anyway. But, that's just kind of what it is. 4 out of the 5 teams did play the first time and then end up winning the tournament. All the other 1 seeds played on Friday and then played on Sunday, but Damwon is not being put in that position. They're being put in what most would consider a disadvantageous situation. Some people can say, oh, it's just 1 day, who cares? Why does it matter? And if you said that, then, why can't just RNG play on Saturday also? So I think it is weird how Damwon Kia is being treated, especially with how big of a team they have been, what they've meant to the League of Legends esports scene over the last couple of years, how much Riot Korea has meant to Riot and the LOL esports scene as a whole, and people are, I think pretty rightfully so upset. And then in an interview, Koma, head coach of Damwon Gaming, Kia, said that even if we win the semifinals, the final day is after, and the time for us to prepare is too short. So, Damwon Kia is definitely upset. They definitely understand. They're definitely feeling the pressure, especially matching up against RNG potentially in the finals, a team that they are 0-2 against, a team that is at a similar level as them, and it's going to be a very, very tough series. It really could come down to small advantages, small edges, small preparation, things that you are able to pull something out of your sleeve, a little something extra, a little something special, or be a little bit more prepared for what they're about to do. It really could come down and affect this whole tournament, and it could affect, who is the MSI champion, who is, there's a lot at stake for a lot of these teams, and this is a huge tournament that has so much time, money, everything invested into it. To me, again, to be making kind of sacrifices for the LPL regular season doesn't make a lot of sense. And again, what a lot of people are saying. I think Tom Matheson had a quote about this. He said, "What's the most twisted about Riot forcing Damwon Kia to play on Saturday while being the first seed is that they never communicated upfront with the teams, despite knowing RNG's COVID test obligations already. Only when questions were asked did they talk to teams. Utterly disrespectful." Now, I do completely agree with this because RNG has been a tournament favorite the whole time. They were expected to at least make the semifinals, if not the finals. So Riot has known about this for a long time. And obviously, they've most likely known that they were going to do this for a long time. Maybe they were just hoping that RNG would get the 1 seed so they wouldn't have to worry about this, so they wouldn't have to let everyone know. But now that it came out, they weren't up front. They didn't tell people. We needed someone like Ashley Kang and everyone else involved in the whole situation to dive deeper, to press them for comments over and over again. And then they're getting back to her with, oh, we don't have any further comment at this time. Oh, it's because our COVID policy. Why are you not telling us up front? Why are you not telling us, yes, this is why we're doing this? RNG needs to be ready by this day. And, yes, it sucks. We get it to disadvantage, but this is the COVID world. This is the pandemic situation, whatever. And maybe people still wouldn't understand. Maybe people would still be upset, and maybe still rightfully so. But at least then it doesn't feel like you're trying to hide it. It doesn't feel like you're trying to sweep it under the rug. It doesn't feel like you're trying to pull one over on Damwon Kia, on the fans, on the tournament, just to get RNG and maybe the LPL a little bit extra viewership, a little bit extra hype for the start of their season or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. People are really, really rightfully so upset with Riot right now. Damwon Kia is upset. Koma's upset. The LCK is upset. And it doesn't seem like Riot's going to be doing anything about it. Obviously, it is going to stay this way, but it will be interesting to see how it plays out. And if RNG ends up winning this, yeah, Damwon Kia could have a legitimate gripe, but also maybe it will inspire them. Maybe it will, be a little extra chip on their shoulder, makes them play a little bit better, makes them play a little bit more inspired. But yeah, for whatever reason, again, maybe Riot is right in this situation. Maybe, playing around the COVID protocols is the absolutely right decision. But when you try to hide it like they have, if you do think it's the right decision, let us know. And if you're making the right decision, people will understand. But it does feel like they're trying to sweep it under the rug. It does seem like some Chinese favoritism going on, obviously with a company owned by Tencent, a company with a lot of Chinese ties, and that's got people a little bit upset. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. That is the latest drama in the League of Legends world. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Riot's doing the right thing, or do you think they did an oopsie? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on the latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!